Hello, I'm Steve Barrett and welcome to the Save Funeral Costs Fighting Funeral Poverty podcast. During these podcasts, I will be interviewing people associated with funerals, bereavement and grief.
Hello, Sharon. I'm going to interview Sharon Rosenbloom today, who's the bereavement counsellor now for more than 16 years. Would you like to introduce yourself, Sharon? Tell us a little bit about your business and how you started and what inspired you to become a bereavement counsellor.
Hello, Stephen. Yes, I would love to, and thank you for having me on your podcast. I unfortunately lost my husband 22 years ago when I was 39 and he was 41. And I had two young children at the time who were 5 and 7, and my son has got complex special needs. And to be honest, I just didn't want to be here anymore without my best friend and my soulmate, and obviously my children's father. And I suppose what really got me started into the counselling was I couldn't even turn on a computer. So when my children were little, they wanted me to do something on the computer, and I didn't even know how to turn a computer on. I did go to college and I started learning how to do basic computer skills. And when I was at school, I absolutely hated learning new things, couldn't wait to leave school, and I got the love for the learning again, but didn't know what I wanted to do once I'd sort of done the basics with computer skills. And my friend, a good friend of mine who lived opposite me, was a counsellor. And there was one day there was a charity local to us looking for volunteer counsellors. And she showed me the advert that was in the local paper. She said, "Sharon, why don't you apply for this?" And I just said, "I can't do that." Anyway, long story short, I did apply for it, got the position, and I remember my very first client that I went to see, her husband, she'd been married 50 years, or just over 50 years, and her husband died. And I thought, oh my God, how can I see a lady that's been married for 50 years when mine was only 9 years? And I did go and see her, and this lady opened her front door and she had a huge smile on her face. And I thought, that doesn't seem right. Anyway, I went in and we started chatting, and she was in an abusive marriage, not physically abusive, but he emotionally abused her. And she was so relieved from sharing her story with somebody like me. And then I thought, wow, I'd love to do this more. So I did go to college, and I'm now a psychotherapeutic counsellor, hypnotherapist, life coach, naturopath, and very proud author.
And
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Go on, ask me.
I cut you off. You say you went to college. Was that an intense training over a number of years, or how long did that take? Because you've got a number of skills, there you just pulled off.
Yeah, it took me probably 4 or 5 years. But I loved it. And in 2020, if my husband hadn't died, he would have been 60. And I then decided I wanted to write a book, a tribute to him. Now, when I was at school, I got 2 U's and an E in English. So when anyone's heard my story, because I've had lots of health conditions, they've always said, "Oh, Sharon, you should write a book." Well, I just laughed. I can't write a book. But oh my God, I did write a book, which is called Widows with Kids, which was a bestseller on Amazon. And I'm now writing 2 more. So it's what you tell yourself.
Yes.
And I know my book was... Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, in life, you can retrain yourself to have different skill sets, as time goes on, and what happens to you, different experiences in life. So you've done very well there to obviously write the book as well and to get it published.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really proud of it.
I'm
now an author as well.
Well, yes, another skill set. But I was going to say, you've also done very well to study at college, being a single parent.
Yeah. Well, my children were older, even though Oliver, my son's got complex special needs. He was still at school, even though it was a special needs school. So I did it during the daytime, did the assignments I had to do in the daytime, or once they'd gone to bed.
Yeah, it's very good though. That's what I mean. It's not like you're just sitting there on your own. You've got other things to do. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
you're coming across as finding your job very rewarding. Would that be a fair comment?
I do believe now that my soul's purpose in life is to support people that are grieving.
Hmm.
And I can now say that losing my husband has been a gift to me, because if he hadn't have died, I hadn't have lost him, and I would never be doing what I'm doing now.
No. And do you see, maybe not immediately, but do you see results in the people that you counsel over a period of time? I mean, I'm assuming some must obviously find it easier to be counselled than others and probably get different results. But what I mean is, do you see an uplift in their personality, or the fact that they're able to cope with things better?
Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. I
No.
mean, for me personally, when I was in therapy, I was in therapy for 2 years. Everybody is different, but it's very different to sharing your personal journey with somebody that doesn't know you, doesn't know any of your family, doesn't know who you've lost, and is someone that's completely non-judgmental,
Yes.
rather than telling your friends and your family, and you can only tell them so much. You can't keep telling them the same thing over and over again, because they may also be grieving.
Yes. And
So
do
it
you
is, I think,
counsel?
better.
Do you counsel the majority of the people by Zoom or face to face? What's the most preferred method?
Well, before COVID, it was face to face. And then when we couldn't do it face to face because of COVID, I did do it on Zoom or like WhatsApp Messenger. And now it's people's preference.
Yeah, I suppose that
Some people prefer to see somebody face to face. Other people, because I could see somebody in Australia, for instance,
yes.
and I live in the UK,
Mm.
but you can on Zoom, apart from the time difference, you can see people throughout the world, which is good in that respect.
Oh, yes. I mean, the internet's great for that. I didn't know whether, you just focused only on direct face-to-face meetings, but no, Zoom is great because, as I just said, you can speak to people all around the world.
Yes,
And
yeah. And some people don't want to do it face to face.
no,
So it is just a preference, what people prefer.
yes. Tell me a bit, or not just tell me, tell the listeners about your going off a little bit of a tangent before you tell us about the second book that you wrote. But the sugar dependency program, what prompted you to start that? Because I mean, that's a hot potato for a lot of people these days, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I fed every emotion I felt with chocolate or sugar. Some people do it with alcohol, some people do it with drugs. I also had shopping, another addiction. And everybody, again, is different. I didn't, if I'd have liked alcohol, I would have probably turned to that, but I actually don't like alcohol. But every emotion I felt, I fed with chocolate, with the sugar, because that gives you that dopamine hit in your brain, which makes you feel good.
Yes.
So on I literally had chocolate for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh. I mean, that's an awful diet.
I know, but then also, sugar is in absolutely everything you buy in the supermarket.
Yes.
It's even in, this shocked me when I found out, it's even in cigarettes.
Really?
And
Oh.
yeah, so people think they're addicted to the nicotine, which they are. There's sugar in it as well, which makes it even more addictive.
I mean, this is the problem though with a lot of foods that are on sale in the supermarket, as you quite rightly say. So much has just got sugar in it, and a lot of people are just naive to it, aren't they?
Yeah, if man made it, it contains sugar.
Sugar, yeah.
If God made it, well, obviously it's like natural products, it's fine.
Mm.
But in 2020, when we went in the pandemic, I actually said I would rather die than give up chocolate, and I meant that.
Your dependency
And everyone was queuing at what?
Your dependency was that high on the sugar, you mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
And everyone was queuing at the supermarkets for toilet paper. I had toilet paper, but I queued one day for over 2 hours for chocolate.
So what made you actually stop and realise that it was wrong?
It's just so weird. I was going out with some friends, or we were meeting online for something, and someone said to me, why don't you try? I'd put on a bit of weight, and someone said, why don't you try and give up the sugar? And I did go cold turkey. I was shaking, I was crying, it was horrible.
Mm.
But oh my God, it's the best thing I've ever done. I now feel inner peace, inner joy, and inner happiness deep down within my core.
Well, that's
And
great.
that is something I'm passionate about doing that. And I do run programs for people to come off the sugar.
You say you went
And that
cold.
is, it's life transforming.
You say you went, like cold turkey with that. How long did it actually take you to get it out of your system, to like detox yourself? Was it like weeks,
Yeah.
months?
No, it was 10 days.
Oh, that's not, well, that's long enough, but it's not too bad then.
No, well, no, the cold turkey was 1 day, but the program was actually 10 days.
I see.
And I do run a 10-day program, but if someone's got weight to lose, then I do it for like a month with them. And it's changing your mindset.
Yes.
So instead of saying I can't have it, I'm choosing not to put that in my body.
Do you substitute do you tell other people to substitute the chocolate with something else though, or not?
No. Change the way you eat it. So you could have, instead of having the chocolate, I might have some nuts or some fruit, but I just don't get those cravings anymore.
That's
and I
great.
have the same with shopping. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that before, the shopping. I mean, did you, not right at the same time, but did you ease that off after you came off the sugar?
Yeah, I thought if I can do the sugar, I can definitely do the shopping. And I
Mm.
did. Because again, it's the same thing. It gives you that. I mean, I know you're a man and it's different for men than women, but I used to go out and I used to love buying handbags and shoes and things like that. But I didn't need it. But it
No.
just gives you that feel good factor.
Yeah. I mean, did you start shopping more after the death of your husband, or was it like years later you started
Yeah.
doing?
No, after the death of
Yeah, it's
Simon.
a coping mechanism, in other words.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
to get me through the day,
Yes.
to make me feel that bit better.
Give you a bit of escapism.
I used to walk around with a mask on. Literally, it felt like a mask. So if other people would see me and I might smile at them, they think, oh, she's okay.
Mm.
But you feel completely crushed and broken inside.
Yes, I mean, a lot of people don't say how they feel, do they? Like you said, it's a
No.
mask. I suppose a lot of
Yeah.
people, I'm assuming a lot of people don't want to come across to others as being negative or depressive by talking about their feelings. They think they're going to put a downer on somebody else, if you want to put it like that.
I suppose all I wanted was just a hug from somebody,
Mm.
and everyone is unique. We all grieve differently, but you just felt like you wanted someone. I felt like I just wanted someone to give me a hug or to hold my hand.
You do, I mean, I've spoken to you before, and you do encourage very much the talking from your children, from both your children, your son and your daughter, about
Yeah.
about the father passing away. You don't encourage bottling it up. You encourage open speech, don't you? I think
No.
that's important for everyone listening to this to hear that as well.
Yeah. And I think if you've got young children, I've had a lot of clients over the years that won't cry in front of their children or won't share with them what they're feeling. But I think it's so important to cry in front of your children, because otherwise, if they don't see you crying upset or sad or angry, whatever feeling you're feeling, they will hide their emotions from you.
Mm. I think that's a fair comment. I'm
Yeah.
guessing as well. I mean, I don't want to put words in other people's mouths, but I'm guessing that a lot of parents as well, when that happens, they just find it incredibly difficult to talk to the children about what's happened, the best words to choose, and they try and cover it to a certain degree, which again isn't healthy, though, is it?
No, I remember my mother-in-law, she said she also lost her husband when she was young. She was 49. And she said to me, don't ever cry in front of the children. Lock yourself in your bedroom or your bathroom. And she did say to Oliver, which he was 5, which developmentally he was probably like a 3-year-old, but Dad is above the clouds. And
Yeah.
it was a good few years later, we went on holiday and we'd gone through the clouds. And I said to Oliver, what are you looking at? He said, I'm looking for Daddy. So, because young children and, well, people with autism take things literally, as you say,
Yes.
say what it is.
Yes.
And another thing we did as well, when it was the first year, the anniversary of his death, I bought some helium balloons, and Sophie and I wrote little notes on the balloons, and obviously I did it for Oliver. And he said to me, "What for?" And I said, "We're going to the park for Daddy's birthday." Well, of course, we went to the park, and he expected to see Simon, my husband, and he had a complete meltdown. So again, it would have been fine just with my daughter, but with a younger child or child that's got autism or developmentally delayed, it was the wrong thing to do again.
Mm. It's a learning curve, though, isn't it? I mean, for something like that, it's just a horrible experience.
Yes. 100%.
Yes. I mean, tell us about your book. I mean, how long did that take to write?
Believe it or not, somebody who doesn't like writing or anything, it took me 6 months.
Ooh, and
to write, and because I did it originally as a tribute to my husband, and I'm writing another one now, which is taking me forever because I'm just sort of not doing it so much. But I'm also doing one on the sugar dependency as well. So
oh, you did say 2. What's the name of the one that you're working on at the moment, though? The second book.
The grief one. He's dead. Now what?
And do you think that will be finished within the next 12 months, or?
Oh gosh, yes. Yeah.
And
yes, I do.
I mean, I've written a couple of small guidebooks. I mean, you've done very well because you actually went to an independent publisher and got your book published. You didn't just self-publish it on Amazon, did you?
No, well, only because listen. If I knew how to, then maybe I would, but I didn't know how to do anything like that. So no, as I said, Stephen, if you remember what I first said, I couldn't even turn on a computer. So no, I wouldn't have been able to have done that. But
I'm guessing your publisher, though, the reason people go to publishers is obviously because they do promote the books. That's the general idea, you know.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
But you've done very well. I mean, because a lot of people listening to this, have written books, will know it's not a breeze to find a publisher. Far from it. So you've done very well there. Was that without going into too much detail on that, was that difficult for you to do, or did you just strike lucky the first time?
What, to find the publisher?
Yes.
Well, it's a bit of a long story. Let me start from the beginning. So I was Miss Fearful, terrified of absolutely everything, including my own shadow. And I wanted to become Miss Fearless. And I thought, I'm going to do a skydive. Now, I hate heights. And I thought of doing a skydive I would have pooped my pants. But anyway, long story short, I had to fill in a health questionnaire. And when I was 26, I did have brain tumour. And if you've had any brain surgery, however long ago it was, and it is 30 odd years ago, I couldn't do it. Oh. And I was absolutely gutted. You know, even if you've had just a blood test or given blood, you can't do it for 2 weeks after that.
Oh, really? Oh.
Sorry, excuse me. I did say Oliver would probably be calling. Hold on, let me just turn this off. Anyway, and I was just really peed off, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and one of my friends had written a book with my publisher, and she said, "Does anyone want to be put in touch with my publisher?" Don't ask me why I clicked on it, because I got 2 U's and an E in English, but I did, and now I'm an author. So,
well, that's nice. I'm glad to hear it wasn't like a real hard, lots of shoe leather, wearing out trying to find a publisher. So
yeah, no,
and that was quite easy.
One of the best things I did. Can I just tell you this quickly?
Yeah.
So to do this, because I had zero confidence, I would have never spoken on Zoom or on video or anything like that. And she'd made us gives us do a 5-day challenge, which is like a Fear to Fearless challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to speak live on Facebook saying that I was an author or I was writing a book. I had to and I've got a terrible voice. I even had to sing on Facebook.
You had to sing?
And I did it all. Yeah. And I did it, and it had to be out in the community. Yes. And I've got a horrible voice.
No, you haven't got a horrible voice, but I mean, the reason I was surprised about the singing, who asked you to sing? The publicist then?
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's to make so you become more fearless.
yeah, I can
And I
understand
did
why she's
it,
doing it, but yeah.
and I had to video myself doing other. I can't even remember the other things I had to do, but I had to be a child and all these silly things. And one day, Oliver, when I was doing one with, and Oliver was in the house, he asked me if I was drunk, and I don't drink. He came downstairs and he said to me, "Mummy, are you drunk?" I said, "No, Oliver, I'm doing something with Laura." And it was it was, but it gave me the confidence that I needed.
Good. I'm good. Well, that's good then, isn't it? Including the singing, that all helped, yeah?
I will never sing again.
But it helped at the time, that's what I mean.
Oh gosh, yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing I know you said you're doing the grief book, but you're doing the sugar dependency one as well. Out of interest, I don't know if you thought that far ahead. Do you plan to write more books, or is like 3 going to be the limit?
Oh no, listen, you never say the limit. If I can, I'd write 100 books, but I wouldn't do 100 books. But you know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want.
I mean,
There's no stopping me now.
Oh, I know.
Honestly,
there's no stopping you. What I meant was,
yeah,
have you got any plans to write any more than 3 books? That's what I meant.
I didn't. I've never had a plan to write 2 books, 1 book rather. So no, I've got no plans at the moment, but I've written 1, and I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, well, no,
and I'm going to write another 2.
Yes, it's a very good achievement. Yeah.
Yeah, and also another thing with writing a book. So they say that you're what's it, something like this is, I just don't get me right with this quote, but you're never dead until you're forgotten, something like that. Well, I know I'll never be forgotten because I'm an author, and I know Simon will never be forgotten because he's the name of the person I was writing the book about.
And they can get the book through your website. Sorry, carry on.
Through Amazon. I know, so we'll live on forever, so to speak.
Yes.
Even when we're not around, which to me is wonderful. It's lovely for my children. The book is on Amazon, and it's quite a few other. I think what's the one beginning with the B? Well, anyway, it's on Amazon, which most people use anyway. So,
the publicist has put it on Amazon as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% mine. So I could sell it here in my house if I wanted to. There's no. I don't know what the words are for it, but yes, it's on Amazon. And,
okay. So if somebody wanted to buy the book, they can go. Well, the reason I'm asking you is they can go on Amazon, but they could also buy it from your website, can't they?
Yes. Yes.
And the website is SharonRosenbloom.com.
Yes, that's right.
So yeah, and there's a page on the website to buy the book. Is that correct?
Yes, I think so. Although my website's being updated at the moment and quite a few changes have been made, so I can't say 100% today. But next week it will all be will all be.
If anybody wants to check that out, that is as I say, it's SharonRosenbloom.com. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And the book is also available on Amazon as well for ease.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What have you personally learned from becoming a counsellor over the years, and the hypnotherapy? What have you learned? Has it made you become more patient, more understanding?
Yes, 100%. I'm just trying to think what I used to say. It's gone from my mind. But definitely more understand. Oh, that's right. To let people talk and share their story. It's not about me. It's about them. So I listen. And that's it. It's come back to me. Listening is a beautiful voice. So I let people share their story with me. They can cry with me. They can scream. They can shout. Whatever they want to do to let out their emotions.
Yes. And when you counsel someone, is it half hour or do you have hour sessions?
No, it's usually an hour.
An hour. I'm guessing though that goes pretty quickly, an hour, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, I had a new client today actually, and she couldn't believe it when I said, we've just got 5 minutes left. She's like, no, she said, we haven't been talking for an hour. In fact, it was less because she got to me earlier. And yeah, so when you've got stuff to offload, it just goes so quickly.
Oh yes, I can well believe that, especially on a subject like that. I mean, there's a lot to talk about, isn't there? A lot of emotions to let out as well there.
Yes.
And as you say, it's very good for people to talk to somebody independent such as yourself, because there's only so much you can. Well, I wouldn't say that, actually. I'll rephrase that. I was going to say there's so much you can talk to family and friends, but most family and friends, if they're decent, will listen to you. But you've obviously got the professional training there, so it's better for them to talk to someone independent who's trained. They're going to get more out of it, aren't they?
But they'll listen to you, but will they listen to the same thing for 10 weeks, 12 weeks, however long you're with a therapist for?
Yeah.
And more they want to see, if you start to cry, they're going to hand you tissue and say, oh, come here, give me a hug. And they're not going to want you to cry with them.
No, most of them won't. It's a fair point.
I've had clients that have literally just sat here or sat in the therapy room for like an hour just crying and not even said any more than hello. But that's because they've suppressed so much. And I do believe when you suppress your emotions, your body goes into dis-ease. You go to the doctor and they'll just put you on antidepressants. Yes,
I know. Well, I know. I mean, you hear this a lot, though, don't you? I'm imagining a lot of that is down to cost as well, isn't it? Like the NHS haven't got the money to send people to counsel.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Well, the doctors earn their money through a prescription. They're not going to earn their money through saying to you, go and see a therapist.
No. What was I going to ask you now? Yes. With the counselling, do you counsel children, or do you counsel children over what they class as over 16 years of age, or what? How does it work?
Yeah, on their own, I would counsel. Yeah, no, children over 16, I can support.
Okay.
But under 16, I'd need the parents to be present.
Yeah. Do you find you get parents bringing their children for the sugar dependency as well, or is it just mainly adults that are into the sugar dependency?
I have had 3 children, but I think children, it's much more difficult because children get invited to other children's birthday parties, etc. And there's never, they wouldn't not have chocolate and birthday cake, etc. Whereas an adult could refuse it, but a child wouldn't. But I have had 2 children, 2 or 3 that I've done it for.
Yeah, that's very good. Well, thank you very much for talking today, Sharon. So the listeners can find you at SharonRosenbloom.com.
Yes. Can I just spell my surname?
You certainly can.
Or can you spell my surname?
Do you want to spell it
Sharon,
out?
Yep, Rosenbloom is ROSENBLOOM.
That's it. That's great. Well, thanks ever so, Sharon, for coming on today.
Thank you for having me here with you, Stephen.
Thank you. All the best then. Bye for now.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.